All right, we are going to work a lead up. Let me go back over here so I can show you the full, how I use the views. All right, so I have 5 that need comps ran, or I need to determine the ARV. Remember that these are all sample leads, test leads, practice leads. So the addresses need to be put in on some of these, but I'm going to work on some of these that I know are done. Michelle did this one this morning, and so I'm going to, let's see. Yes, I got a task saying this property is ready for you to run comps. Let me find the one for this one. Practice. I bet it's this one right here. Nope, that's not it. I should have let them pile up like this. Okay, so I know that this is one. No, it's the same one. Over here. Okay, this is the one I was working on. All right, so this one is in Pine Tree, and they didn't give us an asking price. I'm going to mark that as red hot because properties in Pine Tree sell very easily if we can get it for the right price. It says that he was curious, so he called. Karen explained the process. It's a rental property, and there are other people involved. He will talk to the others. The address, his name, his email address, phone number, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, rented for $850, and it may be rented a little low according to the seller, and it's in the Pine Tree area. So this information was from the phone call, and then the information was put where it needed to be put. The call was not recorded to identify where the call came from, but I'm sure it came from a postcard. But I don't want to put that because I don't want to confuse my team how I came up with that. He never gave us a price on that. It's in the due diligence because we're now working on the offer. I'm going to put follow up in 2 days because he did not give us an asking price and he was going to discuss it with some other people. Let's see, it's rented for $850. We didn't talk about the lease. He didn't give me any more information about the house. I just got the address and his contact information, and then he was going to be calling back. Like I said, there's no price that he's asking. On the is that price firm or flexible, we'll talk to the others and get back with us. So what I could do is I could click the request asking price by email button, and that would just basically send an email that said, hey, whenever we talked, you didn't have an asking price. Have you determined that asking price yet? And then I can kind of go from there. But that's one of those, push button follow-ups that'll automatically go out if you push it. The research has been done on this property, so it's assessed at $53,000. The improvements are $50,000. The land is valued at $34,000, 1,200 square feet, built in 1997, so it's a newer home. Let's take a look at it on the Zillow link. Couldn't find the exact address, so let's try taking out some of this. They're still cooking. Is the timer still on?
It's almost time.
Okay, good. Okay, so here's the house. So let me go back and do one thing real quick. Whoops. Plain view. Street. And that's not going to work. Not going to come up like that. This is one of the glitches with Zillow, because Zillow has it listed as 601 Plainview Street. And let's see what area that's in. Scenic. Okay, it's over off of 80. So not the best area, but it's still in Pine Tree. And it's not an old house. So, okay, so I have a task to run the comps. This property is ready for you to run the comps. So I'm going to pause this video and go run the comps, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to come check off my task. And let me remind Michelle to check off her task. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and enter my ARV. I do have a comps analysis app, but everyone runs their comps differently. So if you're interested in that, I will have to talk to you about how you determine your comps and adjust it accordingly. All right, so let me turn my stove off. Okay. So why is this not going through? I have internet access. So, pardon my having to stop the video. I have to cook because my kids are home because we're quarantined. So, okay. So I did that, and once I put in that ARV, it sends it over to the, it makes some changes. And you can see right here in the activity wall what it did. It changed the contact status for the seller lead to formulating offer, and the stage of lead was changed to offer, and the next action is to check the offer, and it turned the request comps off. So that did several things that have to do with the views and being able to follow up correctly. So now that we've got that ARV determined, we're going to go over and look at the cash offer. And once I made those changes, everything that I changed over in the seller lead updated in the cash offer app. So it changed the ARV, and it changed it to needs to be analyzed. Okay, and then the analysis box changed. And if you want to see what changes, then you just click here. And it looks like, okay, right there, the ARV was what was changed. So see how it's highlighted there? That just shows me what the new change is. If you're ever wondering. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is a hot deal. And there's his email address. There's the address of the property. There's the ARV. And now I'm going to put it on determining offer. Because now I'm working this offer. That way if I get caught in the middle of this and I don't get to finish it, then I can come back and see which ones I've already been working on and be able to go straight there. So there's the Zillow link again. The situation was curious, so he called. Karen explained the process. So this is from the seller leads, what I put in over there. So that way, if whoever's taking the seller lead calls is not the same person that is working on the offer, they can be completely caught up in this one box. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, renting for $850, maybe a little low. The address is 601 Plainview. The ARV is $100,000. There was no asking price or a bottom dollar cash price. The pain points are that he's a tired landlord. The campaign was off of Karen's test campaign. The occupancy is that it's rented, and the average rental rate says $900, and it's rented for $850. And the seller has already told us that he thought that it might be a little low for that area. The bedrooms, bathrooms, garage, or carport. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and I must not have asked about the garage or carport. It's on a nice size lot, 0.24. The average here is 0.17. We didn't talk about repairs or the mortgage or anything like that. So the ARV is $100,000. There is no asking price, and we're going to put for Longview, we're going to put 60%. Because Longview is a little bit of a slower market, but since that's in Pine Tree, I might be able to adjust that because that is a hotter area. I don't know what the repairs are, so I'm just going to put $10,000. And then that puts my maximum allowable offer at $50,000. And then I know if I can try to sell it for at 65% of the repairs target sales price, This takes into account 65% minus repairs. 65% of the ARV minus repairs is $55,000. And if I can sell it for 75%, I can sell it for $65,000. The suggested cosmetic repairs is $18,000. So I might have to go up here and adjust that because based on the square footage, right here, if you can slide over here, this is the help text that comes up for this box. If I go too far, it's going to disappear. This is based on $15 per square feet, and it can be customized. Nothing major is included. You will need to adjust for the roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC if needed, and enter your new amount in the Your Repairs for Preparing offer field. So this is based off of $15 per square foot for cosmetics only. And if there was anything major, then you would have to add to it. And then we want to add in our wholesale fee. I'm just going to do $5,000. And if you tell me what your standard wholesale fee is that you shoot for, I can make that come in automatically every time a new offer is created. But for the beta purposes, I'm just leaving that where people can change it. All right, so we're going to go up here and change the repairs. Your repairs for preparing offer. I've already changed it. Yeah, evidently I already changed it. So now my MAO is $37,000. Okay, because the MAO for this purpose, there's the help text again. This is your maximum allowable offer based on the criteria set up. That criteria is the ARV times the discount calculation right here that you entered minus the repairs minus the wholesale fee. So all of that is already calculated in there for you. So if you change this to 70%, then it's going to recalculate. Watch the numbers. Okay, now our MAO is $47,000. All right, so then you're going to come down here and you're going to click the Create Basic Offer, then Verify and Make Changes. So this is a standard. This is based on what you tell me, but there can always be changes. So what I like to do is go in and take out or add the comma and take out the .00 and type it out because we have lost $5,000 before because of a typo. $47,000. All right, and I'm going to change the buying entity to my company name. And that's going to change it. If you're not sure which company name you're going to be closing in, then you might want to leave it blank until you get to get to talk with the seller and determine if you're going to perhaps wholesale it or if you're going to possibly keep it as your own property for a rental. Then you might need to choose a different company name. Title company, I'm good with that one. I'm going to change this and just say refrigerator and stove because they want to maybe take the microwave or dishwasher. I don't know. Well, let's say stove and dishwasher because they want to take the refrigerator. So whatever you click here is what's going to go on the contract. I'm going to change this because of the coronavirus. I'm going to give us 90 days to close, and my sample contract doesn't have an inspection period, but I'm going to do 90 days. Additional terms, whatever you put here is going to go into the additional terms and conditions, additional clauses and terms section of the contract. I did cover the COVID-19 here as well, and I'm going to give them until Friday, April 17th to sign the contract. Let's see, I put test lead. Okay. All right, so now we have everything in that we need from starting at the create offer. You just go down and fill all this out and then make sure that you agree with everything. So if you're like looking for a super quick close, then you can change that to 14 days. But of course, I just want to show you the difference. I mean, it's just whatever you put in there is what it's going to put on the contract. Let's see. I'll just make two and show you the difference. Okay, then we have everything filled in, so we're going to click Generate Standard Contract PDF. And there's the contract. One push of a button created that contract for you. I have a disclaimer that this is only a sample. This is not to be used in any way to purchase a property, but in order for me to show the system and what it does, I had to be able to put in a fake contract to give you the full effect. Okay, So the seller's here and after refer. Okay, there's the seller's name. There's our buying entity. That's the address of the property. That's the legal description, special clauses and terms, additional property to be included, if any. There's the stove and dishwasher. There's the cash price. Everything that's underlined and in bold is what comes in from the offer app. 90 days to close. Title company will be U.S. Title Longview. And then that's where the seller's name is and the date agreed, and then they will print and sign their name. Simple automation follow-up. I will print and sign my name, and that's the end of the contract. So, like I said, you would have to give me your contract in order for me to make it specific to yours, because I'm not providing any contracts because I'm not going to be legally responsible for it. And that's it. You're ready to send the offer over. If you have your system, if you use Right Signature or DocuSign, that can be automatically sent over to one of those companies electronically, and then all you have to do is sign it for yourself, and then whenever it gets signed by the seller, then it's going to automatically come back into the Offers app, and then you can, one push of a button, send it over to the title company. I have it send a signed copy to the title company with the buyer and seller contact information, and then I have it send a signed copy to the seller with the title company's contact information, and just basically a transaction coordination letter that says this is who you would contact for any transaction questions. This is the title company. We look forward to working with you, and just continue building that rapport with the seller. And like I said, that's all push button, and I'll have to make a video on doing that. So but anyway, I wanted to show how I look at the offer and prepare my offer, and actually literally push button create that offer, and that can be emailed or electronically sent over, or you can open it and print it. And that's all done automatically. All right, thank you very much.